When I do upper out genocide style that no waste man can run you. You know a thing already. Boy, get up and go do something for you and walk you can't run me. Shot one shot in the head, lazy batty boy. Remember that.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, me can't believe. Listen how the artist a bad up himself. Listen how the artist a wicked up himself like a top killer, murderer. A trend for shoot people in a face for nothing at all. Who we are talking about? Masicka, the dancehall artist. I guess him name Masicka, so him want to cause a massacre. Him crew name Genocide, so him want to cause a genocide. Ladies and gentlemen, make it make sense. What the hell is going on here? How wrong with them artists, man? I want to them. This is unbelievable. With everything going on in the country right now, the Cherry Tree Massacre, so much killing going on in the country. Listen to the artist. Brand new life. Him doing a brand new life on Instagram. Massacre. On the night of the 15th of August, the man actually go live for say this nonsense.
Remember that. Shoot to one shoot in your face when you come round and look something. Where you look, piece of weed, piece of grabber, look a blame, look a liquor, shot to one shot in your face.
To all of the Massacre fans, be careful how you approach the artist, be careful how you go around him. Don't beg him no liquor, don't beg him no grabber, don't beg him no weed, don't beg him no smoke, don't beg him anything, not even an autograph. Him will shot in your face, he will bust out your brain. Listen to the ignorance that the artist is pushing out here.
I still look up for man for link up hands. So what do some pussy boy go look at her? Find a family pussy bird a girl. One side style, you know it already. No bag of man shit.
I don't know people. How wrong with them youth here? How a man a smoke? How them put in him spliff? Where them put in him drink? Where him a do this for? I hype him a look. Him say everything we are going in the country and at this him a do. At this him a project out here. Talk about him a dancehall king. Dancehall king what? You're an insane sicko. Mr. Man, get a hold of yourself. Get a hold of yourself. You're tripping. A matter of fact, you're going high and mighty. Me I go make Reno discipline you right now. Come here, say your thief melody. Me I go put you in your place for a few seconds. People, watch ya.
I'm below over the song them, so of course them below over the song them drop it, them get 100,000 views, them quick in a split of a second. So me can't claim that because it the only thing we can use I claim that I'm a real fan, so I can see it more and come in on my DM and say, yo, you hear that? I'm saying, yo, I see man, but I can't see it because the odds against me right now. So sometimes I tell you, sometimes I don't even want to drop a song because I'm tired for feed dance and then them go on like them want to take me for pussy. I know this is going to hurt them when I say this, but I literally a feed dance and melody whole heap.
The other day, people when Kartel come out, we see Reno go live and him a make fun of Masicka. Him a laugh after Masicka, so him not even get for wear the crown and Kartel come back and the king has returned and blase. But me I wonder why Reno at this Masicka. Me I say why Reno go so hard, it not funny, why y'all laugh? Oh, no me know why. But
me give you one. I go look on the date them come here tell you something. Example. Clean to the bone every girl at top jazz, man at top class. Call me the man a pepper pot sauce. Clean to the bone every girl at top. Man clean to the bone every girl at top jazz, man at top class. Call me the pepper pot sauce. Clean to the bone every girl at top jazz. Call me the pepper pot sauce. You know what song that turn into?
That do sound familiar. Yeah, it sound like a Massacre song for real, you know. Yeah. It sound just like that. Yeah. But me don't know if I'm take it from you or you take it from him. I don't know, people. Check this out.
There's an artist in dancehall. He took shit and he said, living like a top dot. Young juvenile living like a top dot. Jimmy back, bro. That me bro, I can give you. You don't understand where I reach me now. But everything when I do is a fair reason, bro. I just don't want to know. Think me crazy. When I just see the buckles them. Cause I'm more than one in that.
Me nah lie, people. It sound like Massacre song we call Drug Lord. Yep, it sound like Drug Lord. Young juvenile living like a drug lord. Yeah, I saw it sound.
Get along with the voices inside of my head. And I don't need to
only
be
you can understand
break down walls like Jericho crumble. That is here.
It's not a normal thing.
Never lost.
I will never ever fall. Never
I
ever
won't ever,
crumble.
ever fall, never stumble.
Break down walls.
You're trying to save
Jericho.
me. Stop
Crumble.
holding your breath.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, Dancehall News and Reviews. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscription button, click the like button, drop a comment, share the video, do the right thing. Blessings and respect to one and all tuning in each and every day. Dancehall News and Reviews. I'm your host, captain of the Vulture Squad. With there, people. Let's get into it. Alright, ladies and gents, here we go on pan what I go on. Me get a video in my inbox. Well, a lady link me. She says she's a teacher and she have a new channel on YouTube. And she sent me the info for a video that she did covering dancehall. Well, the topic of Vybz Kartel and the kerchief, the handkerchief. I know it relates to the students in a school and September coming up and all that. So she did a whole video on that and I'm gonna feature some of that. But before I get to that, I have to feature Vybz Kartel and his influence because we have to lead up to that. At the start of the video, I'm showing a Masicka. He did a live acting the fool. The man act like a maniac, a trying to shoot out people's face. The way the man attack, I'm like, this artist, this entertainer is just professing violence and madness. With the state of Jamaica, I can't believe this man is out here doing that. Much like Vybz Kartel refusing to take accountability even though he's professing to have such influence over the youths them. The contradiction, the lack of accountability. Let's take a look at this.
I mean, I always tell people, say, if you look for artists to raise your kids, you have already lost as a parent. What kind of parenting skill you have? That's you want a man to bleach out and full of tattoo and tell the girl them to skin out and suck this and suck that. Other man they want to raise a picnic, sir? Other man they want to raise the picnic, miss? Really? That's what I tell you, say the people them have a narrow-minded view of how things should be. Raise your own child.
Alright, Mr. Vybz Kartel, fair enough. If the people them a look to you for actually help raise them child, them lost them mind because you a man where tell a girl them for skin out and the youth them for go shoot out people head back and be things. So if them a look to you, then them crazy. However, you are influential over the youths them more than a lot of parents and you're not willing to take accountability for that. But you know, say you have the influence. Boy, oh boy. Jaja.
Them can't trick me. I remember we adapt, you know, because we always a change with style, we always a change with sound. You see when they walk out of prison in an orange kerchief, in that style, yeah. And right now kerchief raised from $120 to $1,000. Just think about it. We are the trendsetter from day one.
Something is totally wrong with these individuals. Madness even. The man I tell you say him influential, him a set the trend them. Him a go tell you say the people them are sheep. Anything him tell them follow. Them a sheep, him a the shepherd. Him tell them say cake soap, them believe it. Him tell them say bleach, them bleach. Him tell them say clocks, them wear it. Anything him tell them, freaky girl, anything them freak out from him tell them for freak out. Coloring book, anything the man tell them, that them a follow. And him a make you know say them a sheep and him have control over them. But yet still him a go turn to the people them and tell them say, listen, una idiot if una look to me for help guide on the children. Even though the man have all of that influence, him no plan for use none of it for good. Him just want to lead with youths them astray and him no business.
But the kids who always listen to you, they've moved on to other people though.
Yeah, they move on
Moved
becoming...
on to other DJs who have a different sort of vibe and flow.
Yeah, but think about this. If you go up on TikTok right now, who are the biggest trending artists? Vybz Kartel. Who run TikTok? The kids them. So you find so you have some 15-year-old girl and some 16-year-old girl a dance to all. She said she want shatter. She no want Harry Potter. Them song they are 20 years old, you know, Mr. Miller.
Jesus Christ. The man I tell we say 15 and 16-year-old girls that dance to him music, him have influence over them in 2024. Him a the trendsetter, him a trend right now, him a like social media, but him a go tell you say him not take no accountability. Even though him a tell you say him have all of this influence over these little girls and boys. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, people. It can't make sense. How is this guy? You see why some country don't allow freedom of expression even when it come to art form? You see why the Catholic Church did that go so hard in the Renaissance period? You see why? You see why North Korea and Russia now play them game there? No freedom of expression by art and all of that. Them now work with that. Because them know some music, entertainment, art form can be used to control the minds of the youths, the minds of the people. And them understand that. And them now allow that. But free government might need to intervene at some point. Because if them artists now go take responsibility, then them freedom of expression should be taken away or limited. Because if Vybz Kartel now do him civic duty as a person who have influence over the youths them to lead them in the right way, then he might lead them the wrong way. Then he's an hindrance, he's a problem to society. You see what I go on there, so?
Them song they are 18 years old, 21 years old. And that the kids them have vibes too. Because if you compare me to the nowadays youth them, remember Vybz Kartel that same way, the scale I got tilt like this. In the same way Bob Marley dead from 1981. And when we look on iTunes, I in we see stay up. So that's how it go. Good music can't dead man. And great man live forever.
You notice him always I say the kids them, the youths them, the little pitney them I listen to him. You notice that? So when people are asking about the youths now, him a act like him not have no sense. Him turn idiot and I tell people say them narrow-minded and ray. Like we don't know say a him narrow-minded. A him dark and wicked, knowing his power. But him no want use it for good at no point. No, brother. That's why I'm burn out their money and people are say, yo, no bad mind the boss and none of this and none of that. I mean I say, brother, the man had to be a fool in the show and don't want man talk. When man talk, no one come shut up, man, brother. Me no depend on the depend, you know. We have to speak up for the society. We have to speak up for the youths them. Wrong or wrong, brother. If you got half power, at least try to curve the thing. No, you want to lead the youths them in a hell. But then again, you look like you're a demon. Alright, we're going to check out the teacher lady now and hear what she have to say about the influence of entertainment, music, gully and Gaza and them things upon the youths them in a school. Warning.
Alright, so you may be wondering what is so important that I'm going to be talking about today. Alright, so as I said before, I've been in the school system for a number of years. I started teaching at a time when Gully, Gaza was the biggest thing. I started teaching in the middle of that feud. And when I entered the classroom, I can tell you, the battlegrounds were drawn. Yes, the schools were divided into Gully and Gaza. And as a teacher, if at that time you didn't know how to navigate through that, then I'm sure that class control must have been very hard for my fellow colleagues. So, what I'm going to be talking to you about today is trends. How trends affect teaching and learning in the classroom. And this topic came about as a result of the new trend that is there as a result of Vybz Kartel being released and wearing the kerchiefs, bandanas over his head and to cover up his face. He did that mainly because he didn't want everybody to see the extent of the swelling in his face, but he has also made a fashion out of it. And I'm going to show you how this fashion can be detrimental to students going to school come September morning. Alright, so when I just started teaching, the Gully Gaza feud that was brewing in the dancehall seeped into the classroom and it wreaked havoc. It caused chaos because as you enter the classroom as a teacher, instead of the students greeting you with good morning, miss, the first thing that they would ask you is, Miss, how you say? What side you depend? You say Gully or you say Gaza? So, if you were witty as myself, then you would know that you would come up with some little remarks that would kind of diffuse the situation. And to go about that, you'd have to first observe the group of students. If they were wearing bandanas over their heads and over their arms, and if they were loud and rowdy and vulgar then you know you should say Gaza.
If them loud and rowdy, rambunctious, if them look a certain way, carry themselves a certain way, kerchief over head, kerchief round neck, kerchief on hand, wrap up bandana, this, that, you know see a Gaza them say. You know if you ask Christ, but then again in a school, deep the Gaza movement, no for them dancehall artists, yeah, them not understand them power over the youths, or do they? Maybe they do, cause Kartel know him just turn a blind eye. Or maybe he's actually contracted by some dark entity to lead the youths astray. Because it seems to me him very, very happy and proud of leading the youths astray. And everybody a turn a blind eye. Wow, go on. How comes nobody not talk? Uno not talk. No for uno a run back at the man like some little sheep. And uno have no one a youths them. Uno no care. Uno no care.
If they were more subtle and just curious, then you know more than likely is gully. Now, if you are in an atmosphere where you couldn't really determine whether it was gully or Gaza, it's best to plead the fifth or play dumb. So in such a case, I would ask them, what do you mean? What are you talking about when you say gully or Gaza? Then, you know, they would look at me as if I'm stupid and ask me if I'm living under a rock. But that was better than me choosing a side and not being able to control my class for the rest of the session. So I would ask questions like, what do you mean, gully or Gaza? Is it the Gaza in the Middle East you're talking about? What kind of gully? And they would, of course, explain what gully was, what Gaza was. Then they would tell me that who are the leaders of these groups. They would tell me Vybz Kartel, they would tell me Mavado. Then I would ask questions, you know, plain as if I didn't have a clue, because that was a way for me to understand the students, understand how they thought, as well as to maintain and captivate their interest in order to keep my class control. Now, it is not every teacher is as flexible as that. Some teachers, especially the older ones, they are more rigid, and then they are going to go into a mode where they try to shut down the students, and when they do that, then the class is going to go totally haywire.
So basically during the Gully and Gaza feud, this lady was a teacher that actually interact with the students them who did actually a rep Gully and Gaza, who did actually deep into it. She make we know say when she step into the classroom, it was real. Sides were drawn, people pick them side and them a go hard for them side. And even the teacher, them want to pick side. Like, teacher, what side you dep on, Gully or Gaza? You say what we a say, or that we a say. So basically, the teacher make we know say the Gully and Gaza war in school was very, very, very serious, very damaging, and she's gonna go more into details.
No, as a result of the Gully and the Gaza tribalistic behavior that was happening in the school, there are a number of other things that affected teaching and learning. For example, you now had classism, because if you know at that time the Clarks, the desert Clarks or the bank robber, I'm not so familiar with the names, but the Clarks is what was trending. So if you were able to buy Clarks and wear to school, then you know you were in the upper class. And if you were not able to do so, then you were in the lower class. Now, as a result of that, what do you think happened? Bullyism. So children who were not able to be fashionable and dress in Clarks and all of these things, they were bullied, and they were bullied into thinking that they were lesser. As a result of the bullyism, what do you think came? Truancy. Students who didn't have any backative, who were cowards, they would hide away from classes. They would hide away from school. Students who suffered from low self-esteem, they were afraid to come to school because their parents simply couldn't afford for them to wear the Clarks. Now, for the ones who were not suffering from low self-esteem that much, or they were not on the softer side, but they were more rugged, those students resorted to stealing. So you would take off your Clarks. Those are the students. They would take off their Clarks and went to PE. And upon return, they would realize that they didn't have any shoes to wear home.
Wow. Vybz Kartel influence heavy in the school. Not just Gully and Gaza. She talk about Clarks. Remember, him say Clarks, Everybody want Clarks. Youth them a wear Clarks. Youth start to get robbed for them Clarks. You understand me? People are thief to get Clarks. Crime or commit to get Clarks. You understand, people? That influence is strong when you're seen to be less of a person if you don't have what the artists are promote. If the artist said this are the it something and you don't have it, you're looked down upon. Trust me, people. A whole heap of things go on because of Vybz Kartel them, and them not take no responsibility, But the teacher talk to listen and listen properly.
Also, there were the bigger boys who they didn't steal the shoes, but they went to extortion. And that was when extortion skyrocketed into the schools. The bigger boys started extorting the younger boys because it is said that the grade 7s are rich. Because usually the grade 7 parents would try to ensure that these little ones coming into school would have all they needed and extra lunch money. Now, by the time the child reached grade 10 and 11, parents' pockets start to run dry, so they had less and less. So these bigger students now would prey on the younger ones and steal their lunch money, save it up so that they could afford to buy the Clarks. Now, those are some of the things that happened. So we talk about the classism, the bullyism, truancy, stealing, extortion. Now, as a result of all those things happening, you know what happens? Less teaching and learning, and more time is spent trying to resolve conflict and curb certain antisocial behaviors that we did not want to see in the classrooms. More fights started to happen because not every child is going to give up their lunch money freely and willingly, and so there would be fights. So when you think that your children were at school doing the business of learning as they should, a lot of contact sessions were being lost because teachers now had to focus on dealing with antisocial behaviors, all because of what? Trends. Students want to follow the latest trends.
Alright. So now see and hear that. Big up the teacher, you see me? And when me say teacher, me not talk about a DJ upon Vybz Kartel World Boss. Me a talk about the teacher Ironman News Network. Me a talk about that teacher, yeah. And me a go drop the link in the comment area and the description. Do me a favor, make a mad step, go over to her channel because the video is much longer than what I played. If you're interested, if you enjoyed it, watch the video and give it a sub, drop a comment. You understand me? And you can say DNR send you, because you know the thing already. We try to help out where we can. I don't know her from nowhere, but she asks for your strength, and you know that go already. You see me? I say, as the vlogger God, so we got to work one night time them. So big up Ironman News Network. You see me? That is it, people. Make me know what you think in the comment area on this topic right here. On the Masicka thing, on the Black Reno Masicka thing, on the cartel thing, also the teacher lady. Big up on yourself. At the captain of the Vulture Squad, I say thank you for all the love and respect. I'm out.
Another trend that came into the school and caused problems were the wearing of JanSport and the Wolf Creek bags. Yes, so if you were able to afford the JanSport and the Wolf Creek bags, that was the choice bags in those days, then you were seen as the upper class. If you had to just wear Joy Sport, which was the knockoff, or some other sport, then you were teased. For the students who were wearing the JanSport, then they had to wear their bags on their backs all the time, because students now who would leave their bags to attend physical education would come back to see their books on their tables without the bags. And so that is how the constant wearing of the backpacks started in the schools. Students could no longer leave their backpacks. What do you think happened now? Other students who were not afraid of losing their bags but wanted to conceal weapons now had the perfect way in which they could conceal their weapons, because they could now carry these bags on their backs with them to say that they didn't want anybody to steal their bags, when in truth they were concealing weapons.